"You're not leadership material." She said it out loud, in front of 12 people. My peers. My colleagues. People I'd worked alongside for 3 years. Like it was nothing. Like she hadn't just buried a knife in my back. In public. I didn't react. Didn't flinch. Didn't say a word. Because I already had everything I needed, sitting in a folder on my desktop. And I had been waiting for exactly this moment. If you've ever given everything to a job, shown up early, stayed late, delivered results, and still watched someone less qualified walk right past you, this one's going to hit hard. Hit like, subscribe if you're new, and stay with me. Because the way this ends, she never saw it coming. Let me take you back 3 years. I was new, hungry, focused. The kind of employee managers say they want. I didn't talk much. Didn't play politics. I just worked. And the results, they spoke loud. Within 6 months, I fixed 2 broken systems that had been slowing the team down for years. My project delivery rate? Top 10% in the department. Client satisfaction? Highest on my team. I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I just assumed, if you did the work, the system would reward you. Yeah, I was wrong. Her name was Linda, HR director, 12 years at the company. The kind of person who smiled at you, but never with her eyes. You know the type. Polite on the surface, calculating underneath. I barely noticed her at first, until my first promotion cycle. My manager pulled me aside one afternoon. "You've earned this," he said. "I'm putting you up for senior project manager." I went home that night thinking, finally. 2 weeks later, I didn't get it. Marcus did. Good guy. But his numbers? Not even close to mine. When I asked why, my manager hesitated, then said quietly, "HR thinks you need more seasoning." More seasoning. I nodded, told myself fine. I'll wait. Next year, same story. Same recommendation. Same outcome. This time, the promotion went to someone who had been there 8 months. 8 months. I had over 2 years. Better performance. Better results. Better everything. This time I pushed harder. And my manager finally said something that changed everything. "It's not coming from me." That's when I stopped trusting the system and started watching it. I didn't complain. Didn't argue. Didn't get emotional. I just paid attention. Every promotion decision. Every piece of feedback. Every meeting note. And one name kept showing up. Linda. She wasn't just involved. She was controlling outcomes. Quietly. Consistently. I couldn't prove it yet. But I started documenting everything. Dates. Names. Decisions. No noise. Just evidence. Then one afternoon, everything changed. I got a forwarded email. Routine stuff. Meeting notes. But buried in that thread was something I was never supposed to see. Linda. Forwarding my performance file. With a note attached. Keep flagging him as needs development. He's too close to Martinez's territory. And Martinez has been here longer. We protect our own. I read that 3 times. Martinez. The guy who got promoted over me. Her former mentee. That was it. No more guessing. No more doubt. Just truth. Cold. Clear. Undeniable. I didn't react. Didn't confront her. Didn't say a word. Because when you have the winning hand, you don't play it early. I just saved the email. Added it to my folder. And kept working. Kept delivering. Like nothing had changed. But behind the scenes, I was building a case. 3 years of data. Side-by-side comparisons. Patterns that couldn't be ignored. And I waited. For the right moment. 6 weeks later. Quarterly leadership review. Everyone was there. Directors. Department heads. And most importantly, a board liaison. This was the room. Everything started normal. Updates. Metrics. Reports. Then Linda started talking. About talent development. About fair promotion processes. Said it with confidence. Like none of this existed. Then she turned to me, looked me dead in the eyes, and said, "You're not leadership material." I nodded. Calm. "Can I share something?" I said. She smiled. "Of course." I opened my laptop, pulled up the file, and for the next 4 minutes, I walked them through everything. No emotion. No drama. Just facts. My performance versus promotions. The pattern. The email. The manipulation. When I finished, the room went silent. The board liaison set her pen down, looked at Linda, and said, "Do you have anything to add?" Linda opened her mouth. Nothing came out. The investigation took 3 weeks. I said nothing, just cooperated. Let the evidence speak. 3 weeks later, Linda was gone. Not transferred. Not reassigned. Gone. 6 days after that, I got the promotion. Effective immediately. My manager said, "You should have had this years ago." I just nodded. Because some wins don't need celebration. Here's what I learned. You don't always win by being louder. You win by being smarter. By being patient. By documenting everything. Because when the moment comes, you don't need to argue. You just need to show the truth. And let it do the work. If this hit you, if you've ever been overlooked, underestimated, or blocked by people playing politics, hit that like button. Drop a comment. What would you have done? And subscribe. Because the people who get underestimated, they don't stay that way for long. I'll see you in the next one. Rock it.